discern, discover, understand.
UFOs that had happened all over the world.
Absolutely dedicated to bringing you lively and engaging content.
They look massive, and it's just no person can do that in one night.
The world premiere museum showing the UFO stories.
I feel blessed to share their stories with them each and every day.
3, 2, 1, voila! There we are!
This exhibit was created by Steele, who is our president and CEO. It was his dream. He traveled, he studied, he did everything to come up with something that would help people discern, discover, understand.
My inspiration came from a book called Stranger Than Science by Frank Edwards. When I was 10 years old in 1967, I stayed up most of the night reading about 10 or 12 stories on UFOs that had happened all over the world, and it stayed with me the rest of my life until I had the opportunity to create this exhibit.
We have really taken our time to provide an academic deep dive into the history of the UFO phenomenon across the globe. And so when visitors come in, we hope that they will take their time to move their way through the exhibit in 3 parts, which are denial, disclosure, and discernment. Now, as you move through each part, there's quite a lot of reading, and at each interval, you'll be able to stop and ask questions of our AI technology.
So much fun is that the guests can go up, you touch the hollow box where Stephen is, and there are 60,000 pages of information. So anyone of any age can touch the box and ask and have a conversation with Stephen. It's so incredible that you watch a young child who sees this image and starts talking, and the questions like, how does that work? So it isn't just always about the UFOs, it is about new technology.
I really hope that people have fun with the exhibit, right? There's certainly a lot of question and a lot of news coverage over this topic over the last year. And so what I hope people that will take away from this project is that the Elliott Museum and the Historical Society isn't afraid to kind of look into the shadow. We are absolutely dedicated to bringing you lively and engaging content.
Since the exhibit opened in December, everyone was so excited, and finally it opened, and we have been having hundreds of people a day. We expect by the end of August, which will be the end of the run, that we will have had probably 50 to 60,000 people experience this incredible exhibit. So we're hoping that other museums around the country will be interested and want to rent this to share with their guests.
People's reaction to this exhibit has been as multi-leveled as that you could imagine. People come in with an open mind, and I think are taking the opportunity to really read through the deep dive into history that we've provided.
So the most important part of this exhibit to me is the crop circle photography. You have to stop and look at them and think, how did that happen? And several of the photos are really lovely in that there's figures standing in them, and so these photos are taken in an aerial shot from above from a helicopter, but you can see the people standing there for scale, and they look massive. And it's just no person can do that in one night.
So having an exhibit like this, not only does it show and give people the opportunity to make their own decision, but it gives people an opportunity to look at a much bigger and broader picture than what they ever would have thought before.
The individual experiences of very qualified and verified people, such as police officers, pilots, members of the military. So there is plenty of opportunity to really understand how the government looked at these experiences and what the story was that was told to the public in the media at the time.
These are credible people telling incredible stories, and I feel blessed to share their stories with them each and every day.
First of its kind in any museum in the world. It's the world premiere museum showing the UFO stories. And I do believe there's a lot to it, and I'm glad to see it, that the museum is sort of And it's a very strong possibility that we're not alone.
I am a believer. The universe is infinite, and we would be very, very naive to think that we're the only things out there.
One of the most fun quotes is that the truth is out there, and we think that we have the vehicle for understanding the truth here at the Elliott Museum.